Greetings radio people, my name's Mark and I suffer with the affliction of TEAS, Test Equipment Acquisition Syndrome. I thought I'd document the stages of the disease to help others determine if they're also sufferers, but be warned, it strikes all ages and all demographics. Sufferers do though seem to pass through very similar or same stages as they progress downwards to total ridicule and demoralisation. Some choose to mock the afflicted, but if you're a sufferer, this is a very serious condition indeed. TEAS often rapidly transitions to GAS, which is the more generic gear acquisition syndrome. Mine has branched into the acquisition of retro computers that I never ever use. And in all but the rarest of cases, you will find you suddenly develop BCCS, which is burning credit card syndrome, and that is always followed by DBA, a drained bank account. Sufferers who have partners are often caught again finding equipment, or even in the act of continuous observations for future electronic equipment. This is the state where you can't stop running searches on eBay because you just know that that bit of equipment that you don't know you yet need is just about to be listed. Or even sometimes the people are caught in the act of tea itself. Eventually, you will often declare to you and your family, you will declare in all sincerity, latte! This is my last addition to the test equipment, only to be caught sooner or later returning to the bad old ways. Other sufferers seem to rapidly develop EMI, equipment matching impulse. This is whereby they seek out same or similar manufacturers, gaining some strange satisfaction from having matching logos on close by front panels. Finally, once you've progressed to JENGA, which is where junk is engulfing nearby garage areas, you know you are now a lost and hopeless cause. So let me help you by describing the stages of this terrible affliction. Step one is always the acquisition of your first piece of equipment. Step 2 is then the huge amounts of time you can spend searching for service manuals to repair the broken gear that you've just acquired. Step 3, this is the fun bit. This is where the troubleshooting begins. Step 4, you're going to buy more test gear to help you with the repair of the test gear that you just bought. Now some, in step 5, foolishly reach out to the Far East in the hope that this cheap test gear will help them, but it always turns out to be biscuits. This is where bugs include substandard capacitors and unbelievably inept through-hole soldering. I just got a power supply from AliExpress, but it's biscuits. Step 6 is where you waste enormous amounts of time seeking out obsolete parts. Step 7, buying second and third items of the same thing, but then they're in better nick than the first one, and so they become the main repair item. And finally, you buy or build shelving to hold it all, and then you seek solace with like-minded individuals. And then, of course, it all repeats, and test equipment now occupies all your available space and more, and you're at JENGA. Your family holds you to ridicule, and your life is basically over. You really, really now need to get out more.